Good morning, everybody. Good morning where I am. So, you know how it goes. Wherever you are, whatever, you know what I mean. Everybody knows that if I say good morning, it's morning here. If I come on at night, I'm going to be Brab. Remember that. How you doing? Mel, I don't know if you're still here. We will look at Kelly Osbourne. Thanks for the heads up. We are going to talk about Madonna's transformation. Madonna's on tour right now. We're going to go into that a little bit. And we're going to look at some other fails, right? And some, some things about plastic surgery. So, hey, Betty Dan Boop. And who else was in here? Salmonella. Happy birthday yesterday. I hope you have fun at the movie today. Yes, thank you. I love the sunflower too. I found that yesterday and made that real quick. And Betty, the music that I use is a service that I pay for. And as far as I know, you're only going to, you couldn't go look this song up and listen to it. Unless you could go to the site I pay for. I will send me an email and I'll give you the link to that site and see if you can listen to them there. I don't even know how many thousands of songs they have. But yeah, it's not, I can put the name of the song. It should be attached later because they have started attaching, because if you have a channel, if you do content, you can now use YouTube Music, but the revenue gets split. But this isn't a revenue split. They try to do that to me, and I was like, no, I paid you for this. I have a license for this. And I think that what they were trying to do was get into this YouTube thing where you can share. Anyway, they put their name and information on the videos now. I saw it on one, but they only seem to do it on the ones with lyrics, with voices. And so they finally got it figured out. They weren't sending me copyright things anymore. I was like, no, you're not going to share my 20 cents I make on a video that gets 300,000 views. It's just not going to happen. I'll just use somebody else's music. Anyway, so that's what that was about. Hey, Cheryl Lutz, Maisie, good to see you. Let's see. I'll try to remember that sometimes people are driving, so I can be more descriptive vocally than just looking at the pictures when we do this. Although that's kind of hard to do with botched plastic surgeries. And so, what was I going to say? If you're watching on the replay, please let me know. And thanks for watching the replay. I know a lot of people say they had things to do. They can't be here in the morning. We all have our lives and everything. And so yesterday I did get to go fishing briefly. Hey, Shalima, good to see you. Yeah, I don't know where is broken lately. Okay, so here's the thing. Madonna is currently on tour. I did not. It was bad yesterday. And the only thing I caught was this this one fish was chasing my bait. I had a fake minnow on there. And I saw this little fish. It was about 2 inches long. Probably wasn't big enough to eat this little minnow, which was about 2 inches long. But so anyway, well, maybe Broken's not feeling well. I don't know what's going on with her. But I noticed that they hadn't been going live in a while. Hey, CK, how are you? So Madonna's on tour. She postponed her tour recently while claiming that she had, and I say claiming because, I don't know, she was sick. And there were rumors about that and everything, but she is currently on tour. She is 60, what, 5 or so. I know she's older than me. Um, yeah, so she is doing 78 shows from October 14th to April 24th, 2024. And look, I'm going to give her credit where credit's due at her age, because you just get your body changes when you get older. It's just a fact. Very few people can be completely like able to go do tours. It's a lot of strain on them at that age, at any age. And so she's in England now, and then Belgium, Denmark, Sweden. I don't know when she's coming to the US. Let's see. In December, she'll be coming around the US. I've never seen her in concert. I don't know. Has anybody? So let's look at her, the story about her. I know that we've all seen this. We're going to talk about Madonna, and then we're going to look at some other things. So just if you're here and you don't really care about Madonna, or maybe you really do and you want to, you don't want to hear anything negative about her. I don't try to get too negative about people, but you know, it's just a topic that I said I was going to cover many, many moons ago, and I didn't. And I think that was Jen that wanted me to do that. Yes, multiple surgeries. Yes, Meg Ryan. Oof. And multiple surgeries. Now, some of these surgeries, I read about it, and some of them they just do local anesthesia. They numb it, like kind of like if you go to the dentist. But when you get put under, and we're going to talk about Joan Rivers, she did not pass away from plastic surgery, which a lot of people thought. I think I just read that she had 739 procedures on her face, or maybe her whole body on, maybe she had tummy tucks. I don't know, but 739. When you are put under anesthesia like that, in fact, we covered anesthesia a couple weeks ago, and you use these different medications, it does affect you, and it can cause depression and things like that. I don't know if you were here, but we totally discussed that. And your liver, like, your liver, it's damaging to your organs, and it can cause now it can cause a lot of problems, and you can actually die. And they don't look better. I mean, if like Michael Jackson, I heard his nose was just like, like a implant on your tooth, that he had to put his nose on and put makeup around it to keep his nose on. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But I think people have especially when you're, in front of a camera, it's very difficult. You know what? It's difficult to be it's difficult to age, and people have different mental capacity for that. And if you're in the spotlight, if you're in Hollywood, if you're, you're in, if you're one of these people that every time you walk out of your house, there's at least one paparazzi out there photographing you, then you're going to be more concerned about how you look. You saw her in 1990. Wow. Yeah, she does look totally different. She does. That's where all the plastic goes. Yeah. You never liked her. You found her vile. Joan Rivers was funny. I got to give her that. I just don't get how they think it looks good. Yeah, I think they're so concerned with how they look that they're willing to mutilate their own image to look different. And I'm sure there's a mental side to that. Yeah, she's on tour. We just talked about that. And I've got pictures of her plastic surgery. She doesn't look bad to you, Nikki. It's a transformation. There's a lot of people who look a lot worse than her in plastic surgery, but we're going to talk about it. They don't know it till it's over and you see the results. Well, and that's true. You don't know exactly how it's going to do with the healing in your skin, and maybe you didn't pick the best doctor. Hey, Shalima. Michael looked awful. He was yeah, I mean, Michael ruined his looks and he was one of the things they use is propofol. One of the things that they use when you don't get all the way put under is they use these different other kinds of medications that well, I used to have a lot of I had several steroid injections in my spinal column, and they put me out with things like propofol. I can't remember all the different medications, and so um, it also you don't remember. You may feel the pain, but you don't remember. So, um, yeah, imagine exactly, Cassandra. Like nobody wants. I mean, I go on camera just because I feel like I'm more personable that way. It's not because I think I look good, and I wish I had 100 different filters. All I have on here is the Streamyard filter, but I don't. I'm not worried about that. That I'm not worried about that. I'm not the most beautiful, or that you know. But if I were basing my career maybe it's because I'm just older and I'm not that worried about it. I mean, I wear no makeup. I have not a stitch of makeup. So I'm not too worried about the really young ones get buckle fat removed. Wow. Yeah, there's all kinds of places popping up where you can get different things done. But here's Madonna. Um, she had a health scare, like I said, but she's 65. Okay, so here's the picture that I had in the screenshot. To me, I never really thought she was a pretty woman, but I thought that she had a lot of talent and I appreciated that. And I liked some of her music. Hey, Mel Mel. Yeah, 100 and wrinkly with a big set of knockers. So that's the transformation of Madonna right there. I don't to me, she looks prettier in 2011 than the 2023. Yeah, her skin's smooth, but she doesn't look human. She looks different, and I don't like it. Now, that's not saying that there's anything wrong with it just because I don't like it, but um, you know, I knew a 36-year-old who was addicted to Botox. Oh wow, and then her face sagged. Well, and you've got people with Botox who can't smile anymore because of the Botox, and they can't move. Their face doesn't move, and so it changes you. It changes your kind of changes your personality, at least in person. Yeah, the psychological thing. Yeah, and there's a thing to be said about that. Like, um, when stars, when people get too big for their own boots, like people even on YouTube, if your channel grows so fast and you're not ready for what comes with that, that can be a problem for a lot of people, younger people especially who aren't as mature. And I could see how somebody being famous, a famous star, from being not famous to being famous, and like I said, having paparazzi in your face every 5 seconds. I mean, I would hate that because I like to look decent when I leave my house, if I'm going to go in a store or something, but I'm not worried about if every hair's in place or, if there's a wrinkle on my face. I'm not concerned about that, but I'm not a star. Hey, hippie sissy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hippie sissy lost her kitty cat. I'm so sorry. I think it's gross too, Mel Mel. But I'm sorry, hippie sissy. That's horrible. I've had a chicken pox marks removed and they had eyelids done 30 years ago. Sure, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, Cheryl. It's these people who just are extravagant trying I mean, to me, the lady on the left here is more attractive than the one on the right. Now, maybe part of that's because I don't like the way her hair is, but I also don't like those big lips like that are fake. And, you know, she just doesn't look like a human. I couldn't tell what she was feeling. She looks like a mean character. Yeah, a mean caricature of herself. I'm so sorry, hippie sissy. A little bit of Botox can look good. Yeah, sure. There are things you can do, but they get extravagant. They go overboard with this stuff. Yeah, she's trying to stay relevant. That's true. And when Taylor Swift was on tour, Taylor Swift was blowing up. Her tour was just, and that's when Madonna was about to go. That's why there was rumors, because Taylor had her Eras tour, just blew it out of the water. And now her concert movie is blowing up movie theaters. I mean, it's like an injection into the movie theaters because they're suffering. And she's doing so well. And it was rumored that Madonna was trying to avoid being on tour at the same time. So, there's that, but her body must have like 5% body fat. Yeah, I mean, she seems to be in shape. Now, she does look a little bit, I saw some pictures of her out in public during this time when she was sick. And she's not skinny, skinny, but you do get more fat as you age. Women, it it doesn't really matter. Your body changes and your muscle tone goes, and there's just a lot, and you have more body fat after, menopause and everything. I have to go to bed. Okay, Mel Mel. Maybe you can watch the replay. The lips are awful. Yeah, I wouldn't want to kiss those lips. I never wear makeup. I rarely look in the mirror. Always been this way. Really, Cassandra? I don't wear makeup. I mean, I haven't worn makeup. I used to wear a little bit of makeup, and then, I mean, when I was 20, 21, I did. I put on makeup and went out to the bars and everything, but I don't do that. And then I would wear mascara, and then I started wearing glasses, and I have really long eyelashes, not those fake ones, but I just have my eyelashes. I was very much blessed with long eyelashes. And when I put mascara on, they would hit my glasses, and then I would have mascara on my glasses, and I wouldn't wear it enough because you're not supposed to use it after it's been laying around. And it's just, why am I going to do that? And anyway, hey, Pocket Sand, do you know where somebody was asking about MKB and Broken? Saw MKB was on Andrea's the other day, so I don't know. Bobblehead. She's starting to look like the cat lady. Her boyfriends are about 18. Exactly. How does she keep up with that? As a older woman, again, your desire for that kind of thing kind of dwindles a little bit, at least for most people. Pocket, how are you, beautiful? She does look like a cat. Marilyn Manson. Eyelid surgery and a little forehead Botox are tempting. Yeah, I mean, and then you've got people who have a drastic weight loss, and these people, they say they have Ozempic face, and now they're saying that about Kelly Clarkson, who has not admitted, as far as I've seen, has not admitted to being on Ozempic, but she has had a big weight drop, and she looks good. Yeah, thanks for the like, and thanks for watching while you could. I think she does 3 hours of yoga. Yeah, yoga's good for you. Not fond of her look. Yeah, and that's true, Pocket. If she's happy, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. The pics from her tour. Well, I think when you're on stage, I mean, I think you tend to look a little bit different under all the lights and everything. I mean, I look different under the lights I have on than when they're not on. You want Cheryl Lutz won a contest at my surgeon. Oh, I've had acupuncture, and only sometimes did those needles hurt. It depends on. It was just a little, kind of like a pinch, and I didn't really like that, but I was trying to feel better. But that was on my back and legs and stuff. It's not the same thing. I think Broken has been busy, and that's why they haven't gone live. They're okay. They should. Oh, okay. Everybody's asking. She looks stretched and swollen, looking like a cat woman. Hey, Salma says, if you were hormone therapy. Oh, well, Salma, okay, yeah. I embrace my fatness. Yeah, Yeah, if you're when you lose weight, your wrinkles are gonna show more. Uh, just saw Robert De Niro became a dad again. I know, and hello, why you gonna be a dad when you're old enough to be a great-grandfather? Yeah, I don't want needles in my face. So there's that picture, and there's her in 2012. And even in 2012, she still looked, but at some point, our society got into this thing about the big lips and the the eyelash stuff. I mean, the eyebrow those fake eyelashes and the eyebrows. We've got a picture to look at of somebody who got eyebrows tattooed on. We're gonna talk about that. Um, Hippie sissy gained 15 or 20 pounds. Oh, yeah. Yeah, hippie. It's easy to put on weight. I don't even know exactly over the last year, but I've lost a few since then. And anyway, so I mean, Madonna, I mean, that's not an ugly look right there to me. That's better than that one with her hair looking all weird. But I mean, she looked like more of a, I guess you could say more homely, more of the beauty that we think of back in the Hollywood, back in the beginning of Hollywood, back in the day when people were just beautiful for being beautiful and not for being plastic. She always had loved the shock factor. Yeah, Mel Mel, that's true. The Kardashians, is that what you think happened? Yeah, the eyebrows wouldn't bother me too bad, but it used to be that people would get their lips done so that it always looked like they had on lipstick, and that was, like, the first people I knew that did that, and I was like, "Wow." And now you can pretty much get anything done. Yeah, Betty Damn Boop, it's hard when you can't see too, you know? And I have a hard time because if I were to put on makeup, I don't have I can't see without my glasses, and it's a focus issue. So even if you use a multiplier mirror, your eyes still don't focus, and that's a lot of what's our vision. When our vision starts going, it's not that we can't see, it's that we can't focus. That's what the doctor told me. It's a focus issue. Uh yeah, I can see. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Top-notch surgeons that these women go to. Okay, let's see what we got next. Um We're gonna just go through some different people's surgeries. I mean, I give Madonna credit for, being able to go on tour at her age and to be able to I mean, let's see if she can make it, but I definitely think that being that she's just a few years older than me and she's basically still alive, I mean, what does that say? Because I just messed up. Oh, that'll work like that, I think. This is from a plastic surgery, center in Mexico, and that's the thing is a lot of people can't afford this stuff, so they go to Mexico or somewhere. Now, to me, this after shot of, oh, what's Joan Van Ark? I used to love her, and I thought she was so beautiful, and she was in Knots Landing. I love that show. Back in the day when we didn't have streaming and we didn't even have VCRs yet, and I would rush around to watch Knots Landing and Dallas, and which was a spinoff, and what's the other one? They do ruin their careers. So, I mean, look, she was so pretty, and look at that. To me, this picture on the right, I've never seen her look quite that bad. I think this may be altered a little bit, Yeah, CK, being able to still sing and dance at her age. Yeah, I will. We're gonna get to them. So that's Joan Van Ark. Do y'all remember her? Hey, No More. Yes, that's true. No More. She is a marketing genius. She re what's the word? Not revamped, but she goes with the times and she does, her own stuff. Your chat froze. Cher has the best plastic surgeon. Knots Landing was a great show. I loved it. Falcons. I never watched the Falcon show, whatever that was called. Not Falcon's Ridge. Falcon Crest. She looks worse now. Oh, from the Dallas reunion. So I mean, that just makes me sad. Um, Bobby Norris. I don't even know who that is. English television. Do y'all know him? Yes, they do. We're seeing actors pass away. We're seeing, these as they age. We're seeing not the ones who, OD and stuff, but just of old age, and we get they get illnesses just like we do. I don't know this guy, but look at that. I mean, he looked fine here. What was wrong with him over here? Courtney Cox. I don't think her surgery looks too bad. To me, I think she looks older in the after picture to me. If she was going to look younger, that didn't happen. Yep, Suzanne Summers just recently passed away. That's right. But she had like cancer for the last 20 something years. Um, she was great. I loved her. Courtney Cox. I mean, what do y'all think? I think she looks older and a little different, but I wouldn't call hers a fail to me. Yeah, that's true. I heard he had canceled some stuff, and you were gonna go, CK? Courtney Cox, and then Heidi Montag. I think she looks, just, like, heavily made up. I don't and she's got the bigger cheekbones and stuff, but sometimes you can do that makeup tricks will help with some of that. Jane Fonda. What do y'all think about this one? I don't to me, these don't look like huge fails. They look plastic though, rather than the real beauty that they already have. All right. Then we've got Katie Price, who is English television personality. She doesn't look good to me. She looks like angry now. To me, she looked kind of sexy on the left, and well, she's like in a sexy pose, but on the right, she just looks mad. Just looks mad. I say I don't think there's anything wrong with getting plastic surgery in and of itself. It's just the excess that these folks go to. If you've got the money to do it and you want to do it, no skin off my nose. Mickey Roark. I mean, look at this. Barbara Walters, good work. Poor Mickey. Look at that. You can't, I mean, the thing is, you can't really compare somebody before and after when he's probably in his 20s over on the left and 80s on the right, but, or he certainly looks in his 80s. I think he's like about 85. Yeah, resting angry face. That's who that is, Nikki? I don't know. I just thought he looked better before. But he's got a lot of 5 rhinoplasty procedures, chin implants, lower lip implants, cheek implants, hair transplant, eye lift, facelift, filler injections. So he's had to go because I heard the hair transplants are very painful. I would think you had to be put under for that. That's what I would think. Um, yeah. So Mickey. Now Priscilla, every time I look at her, I'm like, what happened to her face? Because she actually had a botched surgery. Her around here, it's just messed up. It's totally messed up. And look at her on the left. Her makeup was doing her very good justice. Now I don't know what she looked like as she was fading in age, but um facelift, brow lift, nose job, and Botox. But she's got that her cheek it looks like her cheekbones are, I don't know. It looks like the Botox kind of got turkey neck. Yes, my sister when we were growing up cuz it runs in my family. And my one grandmother has such a bad turkey neck she passed away many years ago. And my dad has it really bad. His mother had it, and that side of the family. And I sort of am getting it, but they were more overweight. And my sister said, I mean, we're talking years ago before all the, like we're talking 40 years ago. She's saving her money to get her neck fixed. I don't know that she has. I don't know that her neck is doing that. She, I'm not going to talk anymore about her, but anyway, I mean it runs in our family. So it's like, that's the only thing right now that I would like, you know, would want to take care of, I guess. Well, that's not the only thing. I mean, if I could do it all, I'd do it all. And it didn't hurt. I remember never leaving my house without being dressed up. Now I go get coffee in my pajamas. Oh, yeah, Betty Damn Boop. Priscilla has had too much work done. Yes, she has no more. I agree with you. She looks terrible. Something looks off about her mouth. It's just really, look at the one on the left. Her lips look fine. I don't think she's had her lips done. Has she? Facelift, brow lift, nose job, and Botox. I don't think she's had she might have had some filler in her lips, but it's her cheekbones and these creases that run across, across her face. Remember Carrot Top? He's had Botox, lip injections, laser, chemical peels to remove freckles and brow lift. Does that even look like the same? I mean, he looks the same, and like his eyes are. You can still tell it's him. At least he got the Carrot Top. Kenny Rogers. Yeah, we'll get to him in a minute. Cheryl Lutz has gone to convenience stores and fast food in pajamas. She had too much done. She looks like body dysmorphic. Yeah. I think that there is something to say about some of the people who have this. When you have weight loss surgery, that when you have there's the psychological side to that, and I think it should be that way for this kind of plastic surgery when you're altering your appearance, because when you get weight loss surgery, from what I understand, they require that you get the psychological help because you don't overeat because you're hungry. You overeat because you have a compulsion to eat more than you need to eat. And it's considered an addiction. And so there's all that goes into it. And if you have the weight loss surgery, it's not a guarantee that you're going to be able to lose weight and keep it off, because you can eat right through that. I've seen it happen. I've watched every episode of My 600-Pound Life, and I have seen the people. They would tell them you have to go lose 50 pounds before I'll do the surgery, because these people were 600 pounds. And they would go home and gain weight rather than lose weight. Even they were about to get help. And then a lot of them would end up, on the at the psychiatrist via the show, they would go in there and talk. And they would always have some reason why they overeat. So if you're ever considering doing that kind of surgery, I wish you well. And I hope that you do all the things that you have to do. You have to exercise. You have to do things to help with your weight loss. It's not just they can't just go in there and take it all out. They make it where you can't eat as much. And really, right now, with all these medications, which I'm not a big fan, because I hear the negativity about Wegovy and the other weight loss drugs, that you need to, um, try those first, because you've got those. Hey, Bones, because that's a lot less severe. Even if they make you sick, then you can stop taking them. But surgery. There was one of those guys who passed away during surgery on the show. Oh, he's got a full beard now. Have you seen that, Maisie? Tom Selleck, he's been in the news lately because he grew out this part. He's always known for the big mustache. Oh, I worked with a girl that had a framed picture of him on her desk at an office. She was so in love with him. So Carrot Top, he looks like a girl on the right. He looks, I don't know. Melanie Griffith is another one that I feel like really bombed in the department of plastic surgery. She's had breast augmentation, nose lift, facelift, Botox, filler injections, liposuction, eyelid surgery, and lip injections. That's a lot. Look at that. Donatella Versace. Y'all, look at this. Yeah, George Clooney looks good. He's a very handsome man. I gained 30 pounds over the virus. You just can't lose it when age. It is very hard to lose weight the older you get. Exactly. It very, very much is. You like beards. What do y'all think about her? Let's see what she's had. Botox, laser treatments, numerous facelifts, lip injection, and rhinoplasty. I would say she looked. What? She is? I thought she said she wouldn't ever do that. She wanted to do it on her own. Cheryl? She said she wouldn't even take Ozempic or anything. Wow. I hope she does the psychological side of it, because really, that's a dangerous surgery and you can have problems from it. Lisa Marie Presley had it in secret. We didn't know about it. I'm sure some people knew about it. And she passed away because of a problem following that. It's not end all be all to everything. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do. Sometimes it's your last resort, but you got to be careful. If you're not willing to do the work that goes with it. I didn't know about that. This one, that I don't like the way she looks. She would scare me if I saw her. All right. Let's see what we've got next. There she is again. Ugh. It's just creepy looking. Creepy. She looks like a bad dog. Was Joan Rivers? Yes, she had I talked about her earlier, and we're going to talk about her in a minute. She had, I think it was 739 plastic surgeries, but that's not exactly how she passed away. But we're going to talk about her in a little bit. She said it last night. Wow. All right. Tara Reid. I don't know if these tell. Oh, she had liposuction. Look at her belly there, because Um, she looked better on the left than she does after the liposuction. It says she had is not known for her breast implants and exceptionally bungled up liposuctions, or is now known. Wow. Wow, Tara. Mm-mm. Yeah, what's she haven't done, Cheryl? Oh, I did it again. You have to push the right buttons on these next page, not next. They do that. They trick us. Kelly Benjamin. I've seen her in some shows. Oh, she's the Real Housewife, a Real Housewife of New York. She doesn't look too bad. I don't think she looks too bad. Bariatric. Here's the thing. Let me just say the thing about when people on YouTube tell us things. Um, if you've lied 1,000 times about you're going to have pituitary surgery and you're going to have this and you're going to do this and you need money for this, like, no, I don't always believe what Natasha says. She was going to have never do the surgeries. She got 10K for a website, and there's no website months ago. It was supposed to be done in the summer, and we're in fall now. And so, I'll believe it when I see it. So, I mean, I don't would be that so many maybe Staples or the balloon one. Sally Ann had weight loss surgery and has lost her weight. See, you have to do what they say, and you have to lose the weight, and you have to walk, and you have to, move your body, because obesity is not just a thing about how you look. It's terrible on all of your organs and your knees and your hips and your um yeah, you do have to meet criteria. Yeah, and skin removal would be really the hardest part, I think, of that. Yeah, look at this face, y'all. Look at this face. And why she got a snake? Oh, she hasn't lost her weight? Are you saying? I'm not sure, Cheryl, on that my 600-pound life, they had to lose 50. A lot of times he would say at 50, but when you weigh 600 pounds, you could lose 50 pounds really fast, and it's not going to hurt you, according to Dr. Now. Um, so now if I were to go try to lose even 10 pounds really quickly, that would be bad. Oh, Sally hasn't lost her weight? Excuse me. I don't know about that, but it's not a given that you're going to lose weight when you get those. I mean, I hope if she does it that she's successful. I just don't I'm not gonna believe somebody is going to do something when they've lied about so many other things. There's attorney fees, 20K nobody's ever known where that went. The 10K for the website, 15K recently for a group thing to go at, much similar, very similar to the 20K. Now there's 15K, like she said, Sally said she didn't lose weight. 10K for website, 15K loan from Gentleman Jack, then 15K. Yes, Cheryl. That's just those bigger ones. There's money every day going in there. And I'm sorry. It's, you cry wolf. I'm not going to believe you. It doesn't matter if I believe her. She doesn't give a shit, but I'm just saying it's probably just another money grab. And those kind of surgeries when you're obese, I think they're covered by insurance. So I'm not sure. But the next thing is she'll be raising money to pay for it, or some part of it in some way, or something, because that's her gig. That's what she does on her channel. That's her gig, and my gig's to come over here and talk about every different thing every day. And you could say that she's very much more successful than me because she gets 400 and something people watching, and I got 17 right now. I can't see Natasha sticking to a diet to lose to be able to. Yeah, CK, I don't know if they're gonna make her do that. Maybe they won't, but I guess it depends on the doctor. And look, I would want the best damn doctor. When I had my back surgeries, I have one of the best damn doctors do my surgery. I'm not gonna just get some fly by night doctor without experience. Oh, the liver. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that. It's not just about losing, seeing if you can do it, but there's also something to be said about we need to know that you can actually go on a diet. And look, Doctor Now would put people on a 1,200 calorie a day diet when those people were eating 5 or 6,000 calories per sit down or more. They'd sit there and eat so much food, and then to turn around and try to just eat 1,200, go eat 1,200 calories a day for ever and see how that feels. It's not very much. And that's basically my baseline at my size. Like, you look up your BMI, and which they're getting away from BMI, but you put all the things in and what your weight should be. And I've been in a normal weight. I'm in a healthy normal weight for my height. I've never exceeded that. But was very into trying to lose weight, or I was losing weight and coaching other people a couple years ago. And it's very difficult to do that day after day after day after day. And you get to a point where you get tired of it. And then it's easy to just go, well, I'll just eat a little bit. Yeah, pocket sand. I mean, it's not an easy thing to, I mean, it's been said that losing weight is more difficult for someone who really is overweight than to get off of heroin and things, because you have to eat. And so it makes that difficult. And some people just love, you get endorphins and stuff. You get whatever. I'm not sure if that's the right. I'm not sure if endorphins are what you get when you eat, but you get something from it besides filling up your belly. Latoya and Michael. Well, she's gotten to be where she looks almost just like Michael. Oh my goodness. Who is this woman? Amanda Lepore, the queen of plastic surgery. She's an actress and model. Now that's just not attractive. And then you got those people that try to look like a Barbie doll, or there's really the live Barbie. Daryl Hannah. She just looks D-class actress. Yeah, she's had some major surgeries. Read that as well, Barb. Yes, and pocket sand, you know, I was doing that video one day, and I got struck because I was showing something that was manufactured fake, and I think that's what got me in trouble more than me restreaming a video. But yeah, sugar is highly addictive, and it's hidden in foods that you wouldn't think there's sugar in. Depending on the surgery, you can cheat like gastric band. You can eat chocolate. It slides through easy, so shakes and sugar drinks will pile it on. Yes, that's true. And you can stretch out your stomach again from the ones where they reduce the stomach size. It just stretches out. This one's who's trans? Daryl Hannah's trans? I didn't know that. Is that who you're talking about? Because let me pause and. Who's Amanda? Is that somebody we were on before? Yeah, who is trans? Which one is trans? Daryl Hannah kind of does appear she might be. The one before? Yeah, I don't know if I can go back. They say that those diet sodas are more unhealthy than regular and can cause weight gains. Yes, a l there's a lot to be said. Oh, Amanda Lepore, thanks, Nikki. I think Daryl Hannah has a sort of look to her that could be that somebody might mistake her for trans, but I guess she's not. Amanda Bynes, um, yeah, she just, these people, they're just not very attractive with their Renee Zellweger, she's another one who completely changed her look. I think some of these pictures aren't even the worst of what I've seen of them. I thought she quit though, Bones. I thought NC quit those a while back when she was getting people to buy that thing she was drinking. I don't watch her I mean, I click on there sometimes, but I don't watch her very often. I actually clicked on there yesterday for a minute, but excuse me, she was talking about Merb, and I don't get the whole thing about all that. She looked happier when she was heavier. Lindsay Lohan or Lohan, however you say it. Look at this. I have not seen this. Look at her. Filler. A lot of filler. Crazy. Next page. Megan Fox. Just these people, they just do too much. They just do, they just do too much. Let's go to this next one. Janice Dickinson. She's one that I think I've seen really, I mean, look at her. I mean, she just doesn't look good. All of these people. Carrot Top, we've already looked at him. Dolly Parton. I don't know. I love Dolly Parton, and Dolly Parton is going to sing at halftime of, is it Thanksgiving Day? One of the upcoming football days that's kind of a big day for football. She's doing the halftime show. I just saw that the last day or so. Dolly's just one of a kind, and, I don't think I wouldn't say that. I mean, that's just how I always remember her, the way she is right now. Yeah, I think so too, Pocket Sand. One night, oh, I did hear that, Cheryl. I actually was listening that night when she said to bring her 2 candy bars, even if they were the Halloween size, which this wasn't around Halloween, so but, the snack size, well, you're still looking at a couple 100 calories or more just in a couple little candy bars, and if you eat that sugar like that, there's no benefit to your body other than, the pleasure that you get in your mouth from eating it. Cher is in her 80s and looks great, and so is Jane Fonda. I love Dolly, though. I mean, I just think she's just a great person. And Joan Rivers, of course, I mean, she just ridiculously had so much that I believe uh, she had too many surgeries to count. I believe that Joan Rivers passed away because she was getting not an EKG, she was getting a scope down her throat, and I've got the information on that. I hope we get to it. But anyway, Priscilla Presley, we've already looked at her. In fact, to me, a lot of these pictures on this screen they're not even the worst I've seen of these people. Little Kim. Yeah, CK, I probably endoscopy. Poor, poor, poor Celine. Oh, wait. Wow, look at the difference in Celine. I would say hers was not I would say hers was very successful. But she's got stiff person syndrome, and, I don't think she's ever gonna be able to perform again. because there's no known cure. Heidi Montag, we already saw her. Daryl Hannah, we already saw her. Okay, let's go to another one because I want to get through a few more of these before. Well, let me see. Let's look at this one because I want y'all to see the tattoos on this person's face. Now this person got eyebrows tattooed on. She's not anybody famous. This is her. This is her tattooed eyebrows. Lizard man. Oh, my stomach's growling. Must be time for lunch. I would not want that tattooed on. Well, look, I'm not going to get a tattoo on my face. I just wouldn't. I think it would hurt. But I'm not worried about. Yeah, eyebrow tats. Isn't that something? That is something. I just can't even with that. Yeah, let's look at Joan Rivers because I've been talking about her a lot, and she's like the queen of. Why are you dogs being fidgety? Let's look at Joan. Just watch the video. Sorry, got to wait on these ads to get out of the way. I'm going to get this ad off of here. Well, it's kind of hard to show y'all when it's doing all this. Joan was funny. Like, she was very funny. And just look at her. It's distracting to me to look at her hair, but if you just look at her face, all the changes that she went through. And I believe that having all that done, it certainly didn't help her to live through the endoscopy. Here's some one-liners of her about her face. I've had so much plastic surgery. When I die, they'll donate my body to Tupperware. She was a trailblazer. I wish I had the twins so I could know what I look like without plastic surgery. Looking 50 is great if you're 60. No more Botox for me. Betty White's bowels move more than my face. I saw what's going on under my chin. I don't want to be the one president has to pardon on Thanksgiving. The only way I can get a man to touch me at this age is plastic surgery. She is a trip. Oh, that's not the one where. Okay, well, I've still got the one of her, I think. Oh, no, somebody mentioned Kelly Osbourne earlier, so we're going to look at that one. Mel did, and she's not here anymore, but maybe she'll watch the replay. And Kelly Osbourne. She is, the Osbournes to me, they're very different. Very, very, very different to me. Kelly Then and Now. She, this is her, like, oh, she said she didn't have it. Now she's saying she did. She also looked more. Let me see if I've got that one of about Joan Rivers here, just real quick. Let me get that. Just 1 second. Mm, yeah, here's what went wrong. Her Joan Rivers. I might have to just read this part. She did, and I think that's going to be what we're looking at here. Just let's put Joan back on. Um, she went in for an endoscopy, a routine procedure, and there were complications that caused a lack of oxygen to the brain. And then her daughter sued. She was 81 years old, and she had been complaining of hoarseness and had a history of acid reflux. And so she had scheduled the EGD and the scope, and then they were also doing another procedure. So they were doing two things at the same time. It said that the was performed. The report shows that another procedure, a nest, I can't say the name, an inspection of the voice box with a spaghetti thin scope that went through the nose, was performed twice by an ENT doctor not privileged to perform procedures at Yorkville. She was never informed of or consented to that procedure. So she one of the doctors has been fired. At 8:44 p.m., her vital signs are taken pre-procedure. Why is she having surgery at, I guess, the day before? Oh, yeah. Her blood pressure was 118/80, pulse 62, and everything looked good. And then they started at 9 a.m. It was a schedule to start. Then at 9:12, her blood pressure fell to 117/60. Then it fell to 90. Her blood pressure just kept dropping. And and then when the EGD was done, the ENT surgeon went in again, and that's when everything just went poop. And then there are conflicting accounts of what happened next. And so it was these two doctors were doing these, one that she hadn't approved and didn't know about. And then one of the doctors wasn't approved to be in there. She was resuscitated and then taken to Mount Sinai Hospital, where a week later she passed away. And I thought that was the one that had the information about the lawsuit. Let me see if I can get that real quick. I mean, I remember we were all really shocked when she passed. Oh, they reached a settlement. They reached a settlement with the doctor in the clinic, and the settlement amount was not disclosed. And then, so that's how that ended. There was the lawsuit. And so that's how all that went down. Okay. Yeah, I don't, it's hard to say if she suffered. Oh, wow, everybody's gone. Bye. Okay, guys. Well, I guess everybody's not gone. Some of y'all are still here, but it looks like we've got 5 people left. So, um, thanks for being here, and I enjoyed the chat and, talking about all this stuff, and I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did, and, I hope you all have a great day and be kind to yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye.